Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back and welcome to the V911 Mods. Okay, so I've got a bunch of videos up actually on the V911s from Wltoys. These are great little helicopters, very well priced for the money, virtually indestructible. You gotta love it. Best bang for your buck for a 4-channel single blade fixed pitch helicopter. Anyways, so I've been messing around with them a little bit. And my Commander Series 1 in green, I got it from a buddy. Actually, I got both of them from a buddy. The green one has some metal upgrades on it that you can get. And there's a lot of places online you can get them, like Banggood, AliExpress, many other places. Okay, and it's a pretty inexpensive metal upgrade. Adds quite a bit of durability, but it does make the helicopter a little more sluggy. Okay, a little more docile type of thing. I think it's just because of the little tiny bit of extra weight. I mean, hey, these things are light as they are. Anyway, so I was out flying it today, and of course I shot a video for you guys flying the Commander. And it's completely stock setup, except of course for the metal upgrade. Now what I mean by stock is the arms are in the stock position from the factory, the link bar for your blade pitch, stock position. Okay, you got two positions on these things. You got insides, which is where they are now, and then you got these outsides, which are wider, which are going to give you a lot more authority just doing that. Now, I've done a video about how to detune a V911 to make it more docile, especially for you beginners out there, okay? And that's to take the link bars and move them to the inside holes. And even on mode 2, it's going to make this a very docile flyer, okay? The problem is it's not going to fly that great in the wind anymore, all right? Now, where I used to live in North Bay, I've had these out in what was said to have been reported 48 plus kilometers an hour winds, and it was actually pretty windy in the backyard. And I've never had a problem flying these, and I've flown them in windy situations out in the open, etc. But I found out recently my radio that I use for both of these has got some issues. So I'm using a V929 radio now, which is actually a quadcopter radio. And it allows you percentage on your dual rates or cyclics from 20%, 40, 60, and 100. Okay, in 100 you got that annoying bloody beep. We all know that from that radio. But you can bypass that. I actually bypassed mine today, and I ripped out that stupid speaker. Anyway, so these will fly extremely docile with stock setup, or you can zip them up to 100%, and you'll actually get a little bit more authority out of these things with the 929 radio over the V911 stock radio. So it's actually worth the investment going to the 929 radio. So what I did today was I decided to play around a little bit, and I moved the bars, or the latches, to the outside positions. So I got more width going this way, which creates a lot more flying authority. Now, on 60% now, I'm basically at about 100 plus. You know what I mean? It's just a little on the crazy side, and 100% on the rates on that radio is just insane. Like, it is so easy to nosedive, even in a really windy situation. It's where I am now living, it's wide open, it's kind of like prairie land, so the wind really hits you hard. You know, so 20 kilometers an hour or 30 kilometer an hour wind that's congested by trees and you're all boxed in, you know, versus the real thing basically, right? So this thing has no problem peeling through that on the 60% rates now, just moving these bars out to the wider positions. Now these are the ones on the bottom here on your swash plate. You just move them to the outward connectors, and that is all you need to do to really make this thing zippy. And on 20 and 40% rates, it's actually a lot more authoritative now too, as opposed to say mode 1 on the stock V911 radio. Now I am going to give you guys some flying footage in another video with the white helicopter with the bars moved out. And I'll also move the bars out on my Commander as well and give you some new flying footage on that one with the bars moved out. It'll give you a comparison against today's Commander green video versus just that little change, and that's it. That's the only change that's going to be made. So anyways, so if you want more authority, even with your stock radio gear, that is definitely worthwhile moving to those outside pins that are longer on the bottom end here, okay? Definitely worth doing that modification to be able to fly in a lot higher winds and have no problems at all. Now just keep in mind, if you do also switch up to the 929 radio and you're running at 60 and 100% rates with that mod, you are going to get blade slap a little more, or at least canopy slap, because it is a fixed blade, so you're more likely going to get canopy slap going on if you start to push things a little bit too forward, or you know what I mean. That can happen. But if you're up high enough, you can actually recover from those types of slaps a lot easier than what you would from a lower altitude. It takes practice, and flying in wind, period, takes practice. And I know there's a lot of people on the net that say, oh no, the V911s can't fly in wind. Trust me guys, you've seen my videos, you know I fly in winds, and I do crazy flying winds. I've been out in 78 km/h gusts with my quadcopter, which is the V911 6-axis system, and I can fly it. So if I can do it, you can do it with some practice. Anyways, that's pretty much about it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think. If you got a V911, just move those buckles to those outer spots alone. Even with your stock radio, you're going to see an increased performance big time. And if you do find it a little too nutty, and you still want some nuttiness, just move the link bars to the inside holes and then have these on the outside, and that's still going to give you a lot better performance too. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.